I've been working on a project for the past couple of weeks that requires some digging. Nothing too crazy, just about 10-15 minutes each day in the morning, and then I get on with my other task for the day. But obviously dirt's coming out of the hole, but also rocks. So I have a place for the dirt. That's very minimal that came out of the hole. The other dirt goes to another spot where I needed to backfill. And then I take all of the rocks, really simple, just take them right over here as backfill for this rock wall. This is a very simple idea, very simple concept, but something to keep in mind as you're working on something or you have any sort of project or any sort of waste in your home or outside of your home. You can start to look for, where can I use this waste product? Where does it need to go? How do I make this simple? The location from here to here is very, very short. So if these rocks were coming from somewhere maybe further away, I wouldn't bother bringing them all the way to here. I would just find a new project over there that needed rocks. Jumping forward 1 week, a little bit more dirt has come out of the hole, a few more rocks. And this is what the flow starts to look like. This wall is starting to shape up nicely, a lot of drainage, a lot of backfill behind it. I'm really excited. Sorry for the road noise. I'm really excited to plant something right in this little corridor where I'm going to leave the dirt, and then that wall is going to start sloping up and then cap it with some heavier rocks. Maybe in the winter I'll go out in the woods and search for nice capstone rocks to go right here, and then the sun will pass and it'll hit here, and as it crosses through the sky it'll be hitting that bowl of rocks all day long, and hopefully keep it warm during the spring and fall, so it'll have a little season extension. So maybe my other plants are done producing, but put some black currants or maybe some raspberry. If I have enough room, I'd like to put a fig. But I'm really happy with how that's shaping up. I'm working on a little footpath, and originally I wanted it this straight footpath here, but then I opted to do a serpentine curve pattern just to create more surface area or edge area. So that line where it's going to be growing area and walking area is roughly doubled now that it's not a straight path anymore. And go on around. Some of this dirt is already hardened. I've started to make a walking path, and that's another growing area there. It's kind of overcast this morning. There's a little bit of sprinkling rain, but just pretend the sun's shining. So I've been digging a little bit more this week, so that means there's been more rocks come out of the ground. So I've been able to push this rock wall build faster along than I thought. There's a little crack right there where you can see through. I'll need to fill that in with some rocks. But this is kind of the part where I can start getting a little playful, because the primary goal, sorry for shaky footage, the primary goal is to have a planting area on the back side of this that the sun will hit that side in the morning, and then as it comes around in the evening it'll still be hitting all of this, and I'll have an area, relatively small area, but still a season extension. It's basically like a greenhouse or a glass house if you're not in the US. I think that's what they're called elsewhere. Really low tech, and I had the rocks. I like how it looks. It's going to serve multiple functions. This is going to be an excellent habitat for predatory creatures and frogs and lizards and all kind of things like that. I'd like to plant some things here. So yeah, just make a lot of insect habitat right here, and also extend the planting area. And this is zone 1, so you can see the vehicle right there. This is right outside the house. So I'm going to be intensely planting this and intensely monitoring it. If I can get a better look at this. So there's an opening right here, and right where this step lands, these are not complete, but I'm sure y'all won't judge. Where this step is, you can kind of have an opening to walk in there. So I don't know if I want to play around with that idea and just build this up a little bit more and keep this wall, but have an option to walk there and then harvest from a secondary walkway similar to this. So you have your rock wall and then an area, just like a gravel pathway. Could very easily make a gravel pathway here and have a different idea than what I originally thought. So I think whatever I do, it's not really going to be a big issue, because I know I want to plant something here. I wanted to use the rocks from this hole I'm digging, and I wanted a rock wall that I enjoy looking at when I come outside the house. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and if I was really ambitious and wanted to take this project to its ultimate creative capacity, I might tear down this section. I'll try to step back and show you. This is roughly 30 feet. I don't know what that measurement converts to, but you can see it's one vehicle, two vehicles, so it's longer than that. And just this last section where the new rock wall cuts into it, take that section out and dig out and make a full circle, and then I can really plant a keystone tree and then support species around it, and even have some ground cover. I might be able to get, potentially all 7 layers of a permaculture food forest right in a big circle here. But I don't know if I want to go through all that trouble. It seems like a lot of work for low effort. Maybe I'll do that later as my system starts to get rocking along a little better. I'm kind of still early. I need to do a lot of tree plantings over here and fix a hedgerow where you can kind of see that fence peeking out. So yeah, a lot of work to do. I don't want to spend all of my time here. This is kind of a secondary project. I needed to dig the hole. I want to put a underground cistern. I have a few other ideas if that doesn't end up working. But I need to get rid of the dirt and use it elsewhere. Use some of it on this walking path, and I need to use up the rock. So it's a nice little bonus project for the property. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I hope everyone is enjoying seeing the progress. This is probably way too long to talk about such a simple dry stack rock wall. So I'm going to end the video here, and I hope you're having a good day wherever you are.